Yo, 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 yo. It's your man Kingpen. Respect like can GP and Mr. Crime my pen right nice. If you know a girl want to get wet, I have a cup of water. We are live at shyradio.live. What I wanted to do is I just want to do a quick video and a little bit of audio for you guys. Just to salute all the Chicago legends of Chicago radio. All right. So we're going to be showing some videos, some clips, play some music as well, and get you guys in tune with some of the legends. I repeat, the legends of Chicago radio. It's your man Kingpen, Shy Radio. Let's go. Let's get that intro, baby. Kingpen, talk to him.
I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep where I'm from. If you guessing where I'm from, you ain't where I'm from, Charlie. I'm from Chicago, Chicago. Yep, I'm from Chicago, Chicago. Yep, I'm from Chicago, Chicago. Yep, I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep where I'm from. If you guessing where I'm from, you ain't where I'm from, Charlie. I'm from Chicago, Chicago. Yep, I'm from Chicago, Chicago. Yep, I'm from Chicago, Chicago. We the illest that ever tell it, the illest that ever did it, the illest ever to rid it, the illest ever to spit it. You the illest nigga to spit it, you weak nigga, you fit it. Ordain a boss, all y'all, Chris Paul, y'all. I shot the freaky fucker, ain't be my women now, fishnet stockings, sexy motherfucker got the...
All right. So that was the intro to the show. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get off into Mr. Steve Harvey on the treadmill, remembering Mr. Doug Banks, the legend, Doug Banks. Let's go.
Shirley was Doug's co-host for years on the Doug Banks
Banks
show.
and Company. It was called Banks and Company.
And so Shirley had a really close relationship with him. Carl has known him in this business for a number of years.
Sure.
Tommy's met him, I'm sure.
Great guy.
But I owe Doug Banks so much because Doug Banks was the absolute first person in Chicago to put me on radio to start promoting my tour dates. And when All Jokes Aside opened up years ago, I used to come on the radio to promote it. And whenever I came to town performing at All Jokes Aside, or when I came to town performing somewhere else, Doug Banks would allow me on the show because all I was at the point that then was I was just on Showtime at the Apollo. The Steve Harvey show wasn't born. Steve Harvey's Big Time wasn't born. None of this that's going on with me now even existed. So Doug Banks really just took a guy who was on Showtime at the Apollo and put me on. And Doug Banks told me, man, do you know something, man? You could really do radio. I went, yeah, man, I don't do no radio. And
And here we are today.
Doug would go on vacation. I would come to Chicago and sit in for Doug Banks for a few days at a time. And that was it. Doug Banks said, man, you could really do radio. And then Elroy Smith, who was the program director at GCI, came to me. And my first radio stint was here in Chicago on WGCI back in the day in the early 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Then the Steve Harvey show was born from that. And I left to LA. But Doug Banks was instrumental in that.
And Steve,
Doug Banks has always been, yeah.
I was going to say, I was hired to work with you on your radio show based on my work on the Doug Banks show. We're all like interconnected here, which is It's small world, so crazy, but
And Doug is one of the
great guy.
kindest men.
what a great.
I
person.
remember when he met Wendy. I know
His
the
wife.
night he met Wendy, his wife. And man, it's just, the brother was, you can't find enough kind words or good things to say about Doug Banks. His work ethic, but his heart, man, was huge. I mean, when he first lost weight,
Yes.
how he was talking about it. You know, just it's so many things, man. Doug Banks was just a good brother, man.
He really, really, really.
He's just a good
was.
brother. He's young, 57.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of pulls you into perspective a little bit, man, when you start thinking of your life in terms of your mortality. And man, it was just, he's a good brother, man. I can't say enough about Doug Banks. What he did for me, what he taught me, what he showed me, what he meant to the city of Chicago. It was Tom Joyner and Doug Banks. They were Chicago radio, man. It was Tom Joyner, Fly Jock in the morning, and Doug Banks in the afternoons. And man, that was Chicago radio. This was when radio was king of all media. There's nothing was bigger than radio, man.
Especially in
Nothing.
Chicago. You're right.
Yeah, you know, the internet has changed all of that. You know, the music industry has changed because of technology. You can't sell a record no more. Too many people stealing it, pirating. They found a way to be slick so don't nobody pay for music no more. It's technology's changed everything. Before all this technology was born, radio was paramount.
Yeah.
It was paramount. Doug Banks was one of the great radio men of our time.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
he was.
Hugely.
Say that,
Yes, he
Steve.
was.
Yes,
One of the great radio men of our time. Make no mistake about it. You can talk about me and Tom Joyner and Ricky Smiley and all us, but really, as far as great men, Doug Banks was at the top of that pile. And I ain't saying it because he gone. He was just a good brother any damn way.
Yeah.
I don't care how you shake it. Everybody at GCI and V103 up in Chicago, hearts is heavy today. Because, man, Doug was a part of that landscape before I even got on the radio. Doug Banks was doing it and doing it big. Bad boy. Go ahead, Doug Banks. Thank you for being a real soldier, man. Thank you for being an example, for being a great father, for being a great husband, for being a great man. You did your thing, boy. You left a footprint real deep in the sand, man. Ain't a lot of people can go behind it. Doug Banks forever, baby.
Do you remember how it all began?
So yeah, I think it's important that I take this time out to go ahead and remember and show love to Chicago radio, man. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm really, really happy and elated to be a part of it. So here we go with this, y'all. I gotta play some Joe Soto because he really inspires me. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's go, Joe Soto.
Hey, it's Joe Soto. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a friend of ours who passed away 5 years ago now. It's been 5 years since we lost Doug Banks, and it certainly hasn't been the same without him. Not only was Doug a tremendous, incredible radio personality, to me even more, he was a tremendous person, and I miss that dude. I think about him frequently. He was a unique guy, no doubt about it. A couple stories I'd like to share with you about Doug, if you don't mind. Him and I were at ABC Radio in Dallas at the same time. I remember I was doing a hot AC format. I'm on the air. I'm doing a break, live on the air. And the door gets kicked open. It's Doug. Hey, buddy. I go, Doug, I'm on the air, man. Don't worry about it. So he waits for me to finish the break. He's got his feet up on the console, waits for me to finish the break, and then he starts telling me whatever it is he needed to tell me. See, his studio, him and Tom Joyner were on the bottom floor of the ABC building, and we were on the third floor, whatever. He comes up to tell me that, and he leaves. See you later, buddy. Yeah, okay, Doug, you know. That was Doug. And another time he calls me, this is right after my mom died. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm not doing well. I'm getting ready to come here to the station, V103. Phone rings. I pick it up. Hey, buddy, it's Doug. I go, hey, Doug, tell me about your mom. So as bad as I felt, I start talking to Doug about my mom, and I felt better, man. He made me feel better, you know? And that's just the kind of dude he was. He was funny, but he was compassionate too. And I miss that dude. We all do. We all do. So say a prayer for Doug's family, and I thought I'd share that with you. Doug Banks, one of the all-time greats. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for listening.
Hey, yo, so that was Joe Soto from V103. Joe Soto, one of the great voices of Chicago radio. I'm not gonna hold you. I really, he's like a mentor from far away, from very far away. I've never met him or anything, but when it comes to radio and exactly how I'm talking right now, yeah, he's one of those guys for me. So I want to go ahead and display some of his talent, right? Here's Joe Soto and Pimp Daddy. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Joe Soto, standing in front of Mr. Lee's Chateau on Madison on the west side of Chicago, otherwise known as Pimp Daddy headquarters. You know, a lot of people have been asking me, what has Pimp Daddy been up to lately? Well, today, we're going to find out. First of all, Pimp Daddy, thank you so much for inviting me here today.
Well, look at here. Normally, we don't allow punks up in here, boy. But I got a very important announcement to make, Chicago.
Really? Well, what would that be?
What might that be? I tell you what that might be. Chicago, I am announcing my candidacy for mayor of Chicago. What up?
Mayor of Chicago. What plans could you possibly have for a city like this?
Plans, scams. I'm gonna make Rams scram. Which one you want first, man?
Okay, well, what about education?
Oh yeah, education. Man, check this out. I'm gonna bring back seesaws to the playground, baby. Yeah, you remember them booty bumps back in the day, don't you, boy? Woo!
Okay, well, what about transportation?
Oh yeah, transportation. Check this out, Solo, man. Man, we finna bring back super transfers, player. Remember back in the day, man? Sundays and holidays, we ride all day on one fare, square. Woo!
Okay, seriously. The city could be facing a budget crisis. Would you be in favor of raising taxes?
What? Texas? Oh, hell no. I ain't never been to Texas, boy. Shoot, I don't feel like going to Texas neither. I guess you could say I'm just one of them good old boys from Illinois. Yeah, what I am.
Okay, wait a minute. Pimp Daddy, what exactly is your platform?
My platform? I tell you what my platform is. I got two of them. One on my left foot and one on my right. These 7-inch stacked platform heels I got from Smokey Joe's downtown, man. Yeah.
Smokey Joe's has been closed for years.
Closed? They ain't closed. They just lock the doors whenever you come by, you damn fool.
Well, that's all for today. Reporting from Mr. Lee's Chateau, also known as Pimp Daddy headquarters, I'm Joe Soto, Real Show, V103.
Are we done?
Yes.
Good. I ain't got time to be interviewed by a fool like you, man. Oh, man, this is crazy. This interview is over. Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you, man. Pimp Daddy, I love that character. Also got a whole lot of love for Joe Soto over there at V103. So yeah, listening to him now I'm in radio voice. Yeah, it's Greg Cash right here at Shy Radio. And then shut up, boy. Shut up, stinking ass boy. Sucker with love. You stuck with little ass boy. Yeah. So yeah. Shout out to Joe Soto, man. I can't stop, man. He cracks me up. I definitely listen to him every day. I'm not gonna hold you. So all right, so now we gotta salute another legend. We have another legend. Used to have the morning show at WGCI, and now he's over there at V103 as well. It's Crazy Howard McGee. If y'all don't know about Crazy Howard McGee, you know what I mean? Crazy Howard McGee, man. He's really dope as well. Okay. If you don't know, let's find out. Crazy Howard McGee.
With the brand new year comes big changes at Chicago's #1 music radio station, WGCI. Out goes comedian George Wallace in the mornings, and in comes Crazy Howard McGee. Urban Street was there on Howard's first morning broadcast.
So, Randy, no bet?
No, not here.
Oh, because we're going into Special K?
Right. Exactly.
So you have another call on hold?
Line 5. We're going to line 5 right now.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Ready? Yeah. GCI, good morning.
Morning, Crazy.
Hi, sweetie, tell me something.
Feels strange. It hit me this morning when I read the Sun-Times this morning. I saw a big column, a huge column with a picture of Crazy Howard McGee in the paper. So when I opened the mic at 6 o'clock this morning, I had cotton in my mouth. I was nervous because it hit. I said, wow, this is your show. You're not guest starring. This is actually the Crazy Show. It feels great.
We're all crazy in Chicago. Crazy Howard McGee in the morning. 107.5 WGC.
That's bad. That's why I told Spinner we need to hear it more. It's like yesterday
I told you to take it home and put it in your car.
Right.
Elroy Smith, operations manager of WGCI Radio, explains the big switch to Howard and the Crazies in the morning.
George Wallace was under a contract, and it was up to the radio station to either renew it or extend it. And we opted to not renew George. As much as George is, great guy, tremendously known not only in Chicago but known throughout America, and in certain parts of the world known there as well. So with our decision not to renew him, we informed him weeks before the contract was over versus the last day of the contract. Believe it or not, the president of the radio station at 6:26, the first morning Crazy Howard McGee audition, this was almost 8 months ago, he called me, and it's Marv Dyson, and said, Elroy, there goes your morning show on the air. And I said, Marv, you're right. Got to the station, sort of got phone calls from listeners, I missed the home team. So I said, well, maybe I did make a mistake, let me put them back on. And now I'm revisiting it. Will I be fickle this time around? No. This is a definite decision. This is something that we will be committed to. This is something that we believe will take the station to higher levels.
Now we're excited. That came from the marketing/promotions director. She says from the first day, we sound good. That's what she said.
So give her some cashews.
Right. Let me pay her off. First $100. Right. Let me pay her off right now. Yeah.
Crazy morning crew member Ms. Peaches gave Urban Street the scoop on her role on the new show.
Common sense, mother wit with a sense of humor. We need to laugh. Everything is so dramatic. Everything is so dramatized. To take it away with a little laughter, but still teach while you're laughing. That's the essence of who I am and what I do.
This is the lady that co-anchors the show. She's the boss. All that and a bag of chips. Miss Peaches right here live.
Morning!
Right. Look at it. Take a look at these shoes. Take a look at hush puppies. Orange hush puppies right here with the matching coat. Look at it. She's too sharp. Miss Peaches, y'all, live on the show right here. Boy, I'm getting pumped up now. Come on!
We bonded in Florida. I mean, it was good that the station set up a remote for us to go to Florida. We did the afternoon show and we did the morning show. And it gave me a chance to really get to know Arnaz J, the comedian on the show, and Miss Peaches. Am I 100% comfortable with working with these guys in the morning? About 95%. It's different from afternoon drive because I was the leader, the co-host, the sidekick. I was able to set up the entire show, come up with the punchlines. This is a situation, the morning situation, to whereas I am just the anchor. Put the bit out, let the funny man be funny, let Miss Peaches be sassy, and get out.
After the Virgin Morning broadcast, a meeting to review the first show was held.
This is a roundtable discussion. We talk about, in a meeting like this, we're going to talk about past relationships, who we're currently dating, and what we did last night. Each of us will discuss.
Who did you do last night?
Well, that's what's going to go on in this meeting.
What happened last night?
And Joe Soto will lead the meeting in prayer.
We are gathered here today in the essence of bicentenniality.
Yeah!
Well,
It's that time in the morning where people can digest. Bill Ryan sat here this morning and said, in comparison to Crazy Howard McGee, 7 months ago when you were on before, he was more comfortable listening to you this time around. Why? Because there was not a lot of yelling, screaming, shouting, and all of that. It was easier for his ear. So you got the sales manager now comfortable with the show. You got the sales department comfortable with the show, so they're going to be comfortable selling it. Here we are now with a brand new show, and I'm just totally fired up, very, very excited to be able to promote a native Chicagoan to do mornings. That will be Crazy Howard McGee, and I just came out of a meeting with the morning team. They are on fire. They are excited. Crazy is excited. It's just new energy and new blood here around the radio station in the morning.
Yeah, so give it up. And also did you guys really look at the video, right? They were in a meeting of the minds about the show. And he said he was like, I'm like 95% comfortable. Because before, I was in afternoons, it was just me, So when it's just you, like it is right now, it's just me, right? But normally I do a show with Crux. I also do a show with Joe M. Dollars. You never know who shows up, who will be on camera. So we freestyle a lot around here. But if you saw that they actually had a meeting, right? And I think that's very important for everyone in Chicago radio, Chicago internet radio, to take a look at that and see how the inner workings behind the mic, behind the camera. And I think it's very important. So I'm going to play another video for you guys. Okay? This is just a salute to the legends of Chicago radio. Let's go.
I know Pete House from just being a DJ way back in the day, and he was like one of the biggest hip-hop radio personalities, and I jumped on from the house to the hip-hop, and me and Pink, we vibed from there, and the rest was just like history,
What year was that?
Oh man, that's a good man. You going back to the 80s or something, man. Back in I said like 86, 87, 1987.
We were college radio rivals. Pink House was, of course, at the world famous WKKC, and I was at the upstart WCRX 88.1 FM. I was program director at CRX as well as on air. And Pink House and I met through, back in the day, we used to have college rap battles. We would go to schools like Chicago State University, various like local colleges, and even some hotels back in the day. And Pink would be hosting, and I would have my DJ there hosting as well, and they have mixes going on. We have battles. Unfortunately, I lost all the battles. Pink and this team always won, but through those friendly rivalries, we just developed a kinship, and it just carried on through our college days.
Pink House and I met when I was going to Kennedy King College, and he was working at KKC, and he was actually training me as I was getting ready to get my own show. And I loved Pink. He had just a great personality. He was loving and giving, and he would share his time. Boy, when it came to radio, don't mess with him. I remember when a guy by the name of Doc Brown believed in Pink House and myself, and he bought time on WJPC 950 AM for Pink House and myself to do our own radio shows. And so Pink came on first, and then I would come on, and that lasted, I think, about 2.
Hey, so look, in that video, you absolutely saw a couple of people, right? If you were a student at IMS, you had to recognize the First Lady right there. Also, DJ Ferris was up in there, and they were talking about they remembering Pink House from WKKC. Okay, I just think we should all pay a little homage to the ones that came before us. And that's just what this is about. That's it. That's all. Also, check this out before I go off into some more things. This is Trey, the Chocolate Jock. Let's go.
This is Chris with Shyground.com. Brilliant.
This is Trey, the Chocolate Jock from Power 92. Jump off.
All right, so tell people how you got started. How'd you get started in radio?
I've always wanted to do radio. I think I'm one of the most, one of those people who are very lucky to be wanting to do what they want to do. I'll give you a brief summary. I was 16 years old. One day I used to listen to Rick Party back in the day on GCI when he was on at night. And, well, first off, I used to always emulate Doug Banks. Doug Banks and Company back in the day, late 80s, early 90s. I would always say I want to be like him. You know, I would always see him on TV as a celebrity. He'd host a Bud Billiken parade. He was just like a local celebrity. So I was like, man, I want to be like him. So I would always like do little radio shows in my room, play cassettes. You know, before CDs, it was the tapes. I rewind them and talk over the intro to the song like the DJ on the radio. So from there, I was just always, you know, practicing on the radio, and I called Rick Party one night on this thing he used to have called the Flavor Pager, and that would be like a little pager you call and you leave your message, and they'll call you back and they either give you a prize or something. So I left the message, and I told him that I was interested in being in radio, and I wanted to come down to the radio station. He called me back that night. I ended up going down to the station, watching him do his whole show, and then they had this thing called the Coke Top 99 Countdown. And he let me introduce a song, number 9. And after that, he was like, man, you did so good. Here, introduce number 8, number 7. And after next thing I know, I was doing the whole countdown at 16 in high school. So after that, this was the summer of 96. I was invited to come down a few other times and do the same thing, host the Top 99 Countdown. So that's how that started. That was 96 and 97 when Rick left to go to Atlanta. They hired the Bad Boys, Mike Love and Diz. This was in January of 97. And when they got hired, they had a contest for high school sports reporter. And I won over like maybe 2,000-3,000 entries. I ended up winning. So here I am, 16, 17 years old in high school, and I'm on GCI. You know, every Monday night I had a segment called the High School Hype with the Chocolate Jock, and it was just little sports. I talk about high school sports, Winnie Young, B. Marshall, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to be in sports or become a sports reporter, but I figured, hell, it's on the radio. I could be on the radio. Let's do it. And it went from there. I ended up building a rapport with the Bad Boys, and they would let me do the same thing I did with Rick, come in and do the Top 99 Countdown. So I would just always be around the station because I wanted to be in radio, and I would just always take the bus. People would know my face and things. And it ended up, the morning show, Crazy Howard, they needed an associate producer. And I was already a student at Columbia College by this time. This was maybe a year later after the Bad Boys had been hired or whatever. They needed a morning show producer. And Alex Dupree, so funny, my co-host now, she was doing traffic on their show. And she was like, dude, they got a job open. Are you interested? Blah, blah, blah. And because I was already at the station and they knew me, it was pretty much easy. Oh, you, the chocolate jock dude. Okay, let's put him on. That's when Elroy hired me to be Crazy Howard's associate producer. This was back in '99. From there, they had weekend positions open on GCI. I ended up being paired with a partner, Nike, back in the day. This was on Saturdays and Sunday nights. We did 6 to 10 on GCI, and I'm just fast forwarding right now. Power 92, Jay Allen was the music director at GCI, and they started Power 92 here, so he came over here to be the program director. So he just brought, us, the Chocolate Jocks, over here to Power 92. We began when the station started back in March of '01. I did nights for 2 years with the partner. After May of '03, they renewed my contract and didn't renew his contract. I don't know if it was a money issue, budget thing, or whatever happened, but they ended up keeping me and they let him go. And here we are today, man. Like I said, I did 2 years of night solo, and from December of '05 till now, I'm doing morning. So, living my lifelong dream, man.
So, how'd you get your name? The Chocolate Jock.
There was a guy, and I didn't tell you this, I went to Columbia, and they had this program called the High School Institute. So when you're in high school, you could actually take college courses. So when you're ready to go to college, you already got college credit. And I did that at Columbia. I took radio classes. And that was a radio station named, and it's still around, 88.1 WCRX. I used to come on every Wednesday night. But anyway, that was a guy who was on, his name was Kevin Morrow, the Jock. He was called the Jock because he played sports. He was a football athlete, and he was on the radio. He went to SIU. But he also, I don't know how he got at Columbia, but he was also at Columbia. In fact, if you look at the movie Barbershop, he was the guy chasing Ice Cube. He was like, "You gonna get this money, you gonna take this money." So that's the guy. He does movies, he does acting and things too. He was in Barbershop. So I got his name, and I would always be teased. You know how it was. Light skin was always in, and dark skin, they always looked at the dark skin people as the ugly people or whatever. So I was like, okay, since all these people are calling me dark and black and all this, I'm gonna just come up with the Chocolate Jock, and that's how that started. Trey came in. Elroy, who was the boss at GCI, he said, let's give me something else. Give me another, this is how he talks to, give me something less feminine. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I had just watched Boys in the Hood. That's my favorite movie of all time. And I was like, Trey. He's like, that's it. And it went from there. So that's how Trey, the Chocolate Jock, came into effect.
So what are some of your greatest career milestones that you achieved thus far?
Youngest morning man ever in Chicago. I was hired at 26 to do mornings. Most of your morning people are in their mid to late 30s. Hosting a Bud Billiken parade on WGN, nationally, internationally seen. Countless artists that I talked to, working on this cartoon now, Them Damn Rats. This used to be a soap opera that was on my show. We're developing that now for TV, and I had no idea how much work it takes and how long it takes. It takes like 9-10 months to do a 30-minute episode. I'm tripping on how long. I didn't know that. So when you're watching The Simpsons and like Family Guy, it takes like literally 9 to 10 months to do one episode. Working on that, man, and just, touring in Chicago, doing the, public school thing with the kids, and just trying to make my name known. Just trying to be the next Herb Kent, And Herb Kent been doing radio in Chicago 50 years plus, so trying to get to that plateau, the Ramonski Love plateau. They've been doing radio for years, so I'm just trying to get to that. I'm a small little puppy right now, but I'm trying to stump with the big dogs.
So I know you mentioned you interviewed a lot of people over the years. Mm-hmm. What were some of your favorite interviews?
Favorite interviews, Barack Obama. I interviewed Barack a few times, 3 times. First, before he ran for president, when he was the phenomenon, but he hadn't announced that he was running yet. Then while he was doing the campaign, and another time before then. But yeah, Barack, of course, we already know the historic thing with that. I've talked to so many celebrities, man. It's like now I don't even get starstruck, or it's like, okay, we're talking to Usher today? Okay, cool, put him on. The most memorable interview, and everybody teases me about this, I will always be known as the man that hung up on Russell Simmons. I had an interview with Russell Simmons like a year and a half ago, and it was just a big misunderstanding. Like, I wanted to talk to Russell because that was at the time when that Don Imus thing happened, you know, with the nappy headed, and they were blaming it on hip hop, and you know, everybody wanted to hear what Russell Simmons had to say, and I wanted to hear what Russell had to say too. But he called me, and I'm a grown man, and he, you know, kind of was talking to me like I was a little boy or whatever, and I took defense to that, and I hung up on him. But he ended up calling back. We finished the interview. We kept it moving, and we became good friends after that. So we kissed and made up.
Well, I know sometimes you get on people on the radio and crack jokes, kind of quick with it. Has anything you ever said come back to haunt you, like that person like, oh, I'm gonna see you after your show or something like that?
No, if you listen to my show, it's nothing offensive. I mean, the things I say may be offensive, but I don't think you would take it personally. I don't, you know, I wouldn't talk to you and say, well, there have been a few situations to where I've had arguments with listeners, but it wasn't a situation where, yeah, I'm gonna come meet that fool when he get off from nothing like that. Of course, we agree to disagree. You know, you disagree with your mother, you disagree with your wife, your husband, or whatever. You fight about it. After that, you kiss and make up and keep it moving. So I don't try to be offensive. I try to be informative and entertaining. I'm not with all of that shock jock, Howard Stern crap. I'm for you know, just relating to my people, my audience, you know. If someone has been offended before of something I've said, it's going to happen. You know, I just take an arrogant, nonchalant pose to it and say, you'll get over it, and keep it moving. Simple. You're either going to listen to me or love me, or not listen to me and hate me.
Sorry, you guys, I'm back. But yeah, I just have to really show you guys that and show some. Let me put these headphones on, guys. Yeah, but I really have to show you guys that Chicago radio is really, really dope. Okay, it's really, really dope, and that was Trey, the chocolate chop. Please understand. Please understand. All right, so now I want to transform a little bit, right? I want to show some love to Kingdom Rock. Okay? I want to show love to the Hip Hop Heritage Museum. That's what I want to do right now. And I'm gonna show some footage for you guys to go ahead and take a look. All right? This is Shy Radio, baby. My name is Kingpen. Kingpen, Mr. Grandma Pinner right nice. Let's go.
Hip-hop is a culture and genre of popular music started in the 70s by black people and Caribbean immigrants in the Bronx. Now, while many of the big names in hip-hop are from the East and West Coasts, Chicago helped birth hip-hop culture as well. NBC5's Evrod Cassimy takes us inside one local museum that is working to keep the legacy of Chicago hip-hop culture alive.
The sounds of hip-hop in Chicago echo loudly through the photos hung on the walls of this space in Bronzeville. The Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum sits at the corner of 45th and Indiana, paying homage to the greats who have helped give birth to the culture here in the Windy City.
Hip-hop is part of my DNA.
I would say it's a lifestyle. I definitely would say it's a lifestyle, but it's also a way of expression.
Daryl Artistic Roberts, Carrico Kingdom Rock Sanders, and their partner Brian DJ B. Gorman first opened the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum 3 years ago. They describe how hip hop literally changed their lives.
Hip hop saved my life. I was, again, I grew up in Ida B. Wells. I gangbanged while I was in high school. And I had a choice at a certain point to either continue gangbanging or go into this hip-hop thing.
He chose the latter, taking a deep dive into not just the music, but the entire hip-hop culture. Inside the museum, the 5+ elements of hip-hop are on display: knowledge, breaking, DJ, graffiti, and of course the MCs.
Twister, Kanye, Common, Lupe Fiasco.
This young photo of Kanye West shows the artist, now known as Ye, in the early days. This photo from 1992, when Twista was then known as Tongue Twista, and a young Shantae Harris, known today as DeBrat, all proudly on display.
The pictures, some of them were donated to us. Most of the memorabilia stuff, the knickknacks and stuff came from me, Brian, and Artistics personal collection.
Kariko, a hip-hop artist himself, and Artistic, a breaker, wanted the museum to serve as a way to highlight Chicago's contribution to hip-hop culture. Visitors enjoy the guided tour.
It's a good feeling because at least we know that we're recognizing people, whether your contribution was here or whether it was up here. Because, you know, in our opinion, everybody matters. You know, Chicago hip hop is Chicago hip hop, and if we don't take the time out to acknowledge one another, who else will?
I really think that Chicago hip hop has held down the definition of hip hop since the late 2000s.
Okay.
I think that we hold on to the tenets of what hip hop is better than anybody else in the world.
Mayor Daley declared July as Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Month, but here it's celebrated year-round.
We want people to learn their history, to learn their heritage.
The Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum is open Wednesday through Sunday by appointment or by walk-ins. We posted more information on our website. Just go to NBCChicago.com. Evrod Kasumi, NBC 5 News.
So, okay, again, I'm showing love, right? And you have to show love, people. You have to show love. And that's what I'm about whenever I broadcast, whenever I go live. It's all about showing that love and giving you some information you may have forgotten about. And that needs to be somewhere in your mind. So in this live so far, we've showed some love up in here. Now, this is what I want to do because I'm a hip hop guy. If you know anything about me, I'm a hip hop guy. So this is MC Juice. Let's take a listen.
I got a whole bunch of people that's applauding this. Get your GoPro camera, start recording this. Big sure you always got plenty credit. These the times he bought me the gin and tonic. And he from a country here. Niggas can't fuck around and get funky here. You know I'm old like CK6. Shadow Master all red like DJ Quick. What y'all motherfuckers talking about? Crip up, hopscotch about to talk them out. Don't hang around with me, y'all love me. I got the club going up. On a Tuesday, kinda like a LT. Nigga can't see me. Every time I rap it's 3D. You know exactly how it is, I'm controlling y'all. Rap needs a motherfucking overhaul. Every time I rap, yo, the flow is ball. Put my finger in your bitch, bowling ball. That's real shit. I got too much flows for y'all to deal with. You know me, I'm straight right in the hall. I'm high like the fucking blue lights on the wall. What you know about my man that's head and shoulders? We sell whole kilos, never boulders. What you know about rock sales? Bitch, put it in your mouth like oxtail. Nigga J, you is sick, he hot as hell. I'm hot as a naked bitch in Scottsdale. That's DNA. I was flowing on the mic, I couldn't see your way. That's my motherfucker, that's DNA. Go together with your bitch like E and J. The hottest motherfucker who ever done it. I can walk around this hood and still run it. Motherfucker wanna hang, I cannot be waste. I do you in a flash like the taco place. What you talking about? Don't make a nigga straight have to walk him out. Big J spit fire like I'm camera. Don't make me serve your ass on all these cameras.
So if you know anything about MC Juice, he's the guy well known in Chicago, but real noteworthy. He handed Eminem an L. Okay, enough said. All right, so now you guys, I don't know, this is a little while ago, but KRS-One was here in Chicago, and we have some Chicago guy. I don't know. I have to show the video. You tell me.
Get it right. My name is KRS-One. It's knowledge reigns supreme. This is what it go, and this is what it mean. I'm off the top, raw hip hop. I'm doing it in Chi-Town, South Side, right on your block. You gotta see. I do it all day, cause I would not could. Chilling in what? I got the camera on me. Where the next MC? Spit it, G.
Okay, it's heavy with the Z. I was born to plant these seeds. I came from a little, now it seems we growing trees. At Inglewood, the fertile ground is proper for the moment. He started off and now I gotta keep with this commotion. It's moving locomotion, we connected like the Wi-Fi. Me and KRS-One and the Most High. This the perfect time, all boats rise with the tide. You ain't know, I'm just speaking to people through third eye. Yeah, we came to make the people eat. You set the table, now I'm about to bring in the PLATE with the ease. You best believe we bringing things to reality about our dreams. Welcome to the land, brother, promise that if you coming back, we gon' have crops, in fact. More crops, produce, growing for me and you. Look beyond the elders, we gotta go ahead and reach the youth. So what we doing then, the clock is ticking. You got the wisdom, I'm linked in, getting busy. This for the city that they tried to play. I'm really grateful that you came this way.
One time. We elevate for the mind show. Yeah, we say one for MC, but listen, I need y'all to rock with me. Hands to the air, wave them to the left and the right. Cause we do it in the day, cause we all need the light. Listen, I told you about the MC, it's one element. Really, we walking heavy, really, we like some elephants. But listen, you can hear my mic all day, but we gotta give respect to the DJ. Listen, we ain't stopping ever on that. Really, I am AM, my shirt is on that. Iman, in the city Muslim Action Network. Really, I'm trying to get through, make this head hurt. I make their head hurt, then I give the medicine. Every time we pull up, we all well spoken, never reticent. In the back, we can never be that, but we gotta make sure the fist is up, cause we do it for black. Do it for every color. I told you one time, this a long story, but we gotta shout out Corey. Gotta talk about the man who made the Inglewood with the branding. You see the camera where his hand is, do it for his whole family. He transformed the block. I'm trying to figure out with the knowledge, not the clock, but I see the Zelda, you a whole legend. I understand the city that you reppin', you a reverend. You can get up on the mic and do your thing, that's over here right now. Tell them why you can't.
Look, here's an introduction. My name is Jock, and I came to bring all destruction. See, we black, and the sun is giving us the energy. Every time we walk up, yes, our presence kill our enemies. Listen, we the best in every time. Everybody know, they see me, I ain't blind. Got my third eye and chakras aligned, so you see me. Everybody know, yeah, they really wanna be me. See, I'm nervous, I ain't never did this none before, but everybody know that I'ma have to catch my flow. I'm with KRS-One. I grew up on the seriously, but I'm really locking in spiritually. I'm smooth with it, cut it like it's butter, never stutter. I might have to go and hit 'em 1-2, uppercut. Look, I'm the cleanest for real. I got to warm up. It was like, yo, Jock, please come down. You warm enough. The sun is beaming, it's down. It got my energy. I'm spiritually elevated. I'm killing all my enemies. I had to loop it back because that bar was too cold. And they was like, yo, you know I had to rhyme on this flow. And that dude, you told, man, please keep on spitting. And you, oh my God, man, you killed them like a villain. Please, man, you so inspirational, man. I'm locked in since I was like 3 or 2. One day I was rapping, I was in the stew. We was really cool. I'm rapping just like him, I'm going cool. Oh my God, I'm locked in now. We black. I love my black people. What? I said I love my black people. What? We melanated. We melanated. Melanated. What? Oh my God. I love y'all, man.
What? So I had to tip the scale. We gotta represent for the females. Come on. Let me tell you what it do. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, but you don't know who. In front of you, when I come, I'ma bring it. It's been a long time. Used to have to smoke weed just around, but now I'm on this something new. Yeah, and you know when I ride, I'ma come through.
Y'all know that y'all is goddesses. Look, Black Queen, step through, step through.
Yeah. Are you feeling me? Time to pass the word like we used to pass the little tree.
Okay.
I'm in the south, I'm also in the west, but you know it don't matter cause the black folk is best. We are the queens, we are the kings. It's time to let the folks
at the day, keep the day talk, keep it in your heart and your mind. This is it, y'all. We just started something historic here today. I'm taking photos. Let's go.
Hey yo, so if you take a look, in that video, you saw Kingdom Rock. You heard the MCs. The God MC was there. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody. My man L there, the artist right there. I don't know if y'all caught that. You know what I'm saying? You can catch him, on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's really, really dope. I'm pretty sure that was some of his artwork in the back. You know what I'm saying? So also, I want to show some love to Little Dirk. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have his pop speak for him. Let's go.
With the recent case that they brought against your son, we haven't seen any comments about it from yourself. We would just like to know your feelings on the matter so that we can share with the wider public.
Alhamdulillah. We first like to thank everyone for their support, their love, the encouraging words that they gave us, the family. We thank the fans and everyone who stood by us. I leave all legal issues to the lawyers to break that thing, what's dealing with that, the legal issues behind it. As far as the family, as far as me as a father, one thing I can say that it's mighty strange that once he started doing good out there, once he stayed away from all the gang banging and dissing the dead and doing things out there in the street, when he turned his life around, when he on his deen now, practicing religion, doing things for the community, bringing about peace in Chicago and throughout various cities, all of a sudden now he being indicted, just right off the Muslim conference that we had in Chicago calling for peace. Now 3 to 4 days later, he's being indicted after that. When he put up on his concert, all the people that got killed in Chicago, showing that this is not what it's about again, he get indicted. But now he's being indicted for that. So look at the bigger picture here. Look at what the government trying to do. They always got their whole thing is you doing wrong, you doing bad, then that's good for them because that fill up the prisons. But when you start doing right and telling people to stop doing wrong, then all of a sudden you're an enemy to them and they have to lock you up.
There's a glitch. There's a glitch in the system as we know it. So I had to go ahead and do that. Okay. I had to go ahead and do that. Period, point blank. And hey, yo, free that man. For real. Free that man. All right. So before I get up out of here, this wasn't gonna be a very long video or anything like that. I just told myself that I was gonna go ahead and show massive love to Chicago radio. Please understand. Oh, pardon me. My goodness, pardon me. All right, but yeah, I just wanted to really do that and show massive love to the legends. Salute the legends of Chicago radio, and also salute Kingdom Rock and the good folks at the Chicago Heritage Hip Hop Museum. And again, before I get out of here, I want to show some love to Miss Nanette. Yeah, misstream my shit. Okay. This stands to be one of my favorite videos. So we're going to do a world premiere. Let's go.
Talk my shit, cause you know that's what I like to do anyway. Like I said, big cape, Superman mad.
Don't be mad at me, be mad at your mommy and dad. Pretty motherfucker, you can't relate and it's so sad. But it's been my hustle that's been getting me right to the bag. Shut the fuck up, fucking ugly duckin'. Mad crying lying cause your man wanna fuck me. Keep that broke nigga, he can't do nothing for me. Reeking envy, jealousy, that shit real ugly. Double jack in my cup, straight liquor. Ain't even chasing that, why would I chase a nigga? Bitches coming back, I am the comeback killer. Shitting on you hoes, ran through like in the mud.
Excuse me, I can't lose this.
Worry about my bodies, bitch, stay out my coochie. If I talk about your mileage, you'll wanna fight me. I ain't scared, bitch, jump if you feeling froggy. Anyways, little ugly, go bye-bye. Every time you bitches talk, I'm giving you the side-eye. It's my time to rain and I don't even have to try. All my loose chandelier, yep, I will shine. Yeah, I speak money frequently. Back on my spaceship, going to planning me. Literally, leaving earthlings where they be. I'm up all night while you sleep. Eating like I eat this beat, competition me versus me. Don't think I don't see a sneak diss and shit. Don't think I don't hear you hating on the bitch. Don't think I'll forget. But if you got something to say, speak up. Otherwise, rest in piss. Don't think I don't see you for who you are. Don't think I ain't no motherfucking superstar. Don't think I ain't no trendsetter. I'm your inspiration. Hate me or love me, I'm trending in your conversations.
And why you worried about me? How you gonna eat? Looking at my plate. Cause I'ma eat. Worry about why you ain't got no music out, fuck. Let me get the fuck up off this beat.
And stream my shit.
So shout out to Nanette right there. Shout out to everybody in Chicago hip hop. Shout out to the legends. Shout out to the new cats. You know, Friday night videos gonna be up and popping. Don't worry about that. The late night videos with your man Kingpen. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. So it's been a ride tonight. It's been a really good show. I appreciate every last one of you for tuning in, and all the good folks that are going to tune in later and check out this video. Okay, it's the Kingpen Radio Show right here on Shy Radio Live. Let's go.
I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep where I'm from. If you guessing where I'm from, you ain't where I'm from, Charlie. I'm from Chicago. Yep, I'm from Chicago. Yep, I'm from Chicago. Yep, I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep where I'm from. If you guessing where I'm from, you ain't where I'm from, Charlie. I'm from Chicago. Yep, I'm from Chicago. Yep, I'm from Chicago.
We the illest to ever tell it, the illest that ever did it, the illest ever to rid it, the illest ever to spit it. You the illest nigga to spit it, you weak nigga, you bit it. Ordain above all y'all, Chris Paul, y'all. I got the freaky fucker, they be my women now, fishnet stockings. Sexy motherfucker got the projects popping. I'm moving like the uncut rappers, you be them dumb fucks.